part 4 of my epic Christian love story. So after I saw Tariq the first day of school in the office, I didn't see him again for 6 months. When March rolls around of the next year, this is 2016 now, a very strange period of my life. It was raining men. And what do I mean by that? I don't know what happened, but it never happened before. It never happened again. But for this 2-week period of time, there were so many guys asking me out, not just flirting with me, but actively asking me out. And I remember I was on the phone with a friend once and I was like, you're not going to believe this. And I counted all the people who had asked me out in the past week, and there were like 8 of them. I needed 2 hands. And it sounds like I'm bragging, except it really happened. And I don't know why exactly. I just must have been, I don't know, I was the hottest thing anybody had ever seen for a little while. So this is the period in which Tariq re-enters my life. And it was funny because I hadn't seen him, not really, only passing in the hallway. And I was driving a few friends from back to campus after we had been working on the short film we had been working on. And that short film will never see the light of day, so please don't ask me. But as I was dropping them off, one of the friends he was like, so can we go on a date? Can we ask me out? He was being really persistent, and it was so flattering, but I didn't actually want to go on the date, even though he was really cute. And all of a sudden, as I'm parking next to the dorm, Tariq walks up. And he leans over the window. He goes, hey, he sees me. He's sort of friends with the other guys. And the moment of that first guy asking me out was over. And I don't know, maybe some of my interest transferred over to him, but he sort of like saved me from that, I guess. So 2 weeks later, still working on the short film, I was running into school for rehearsal. I was sort of late. I had just been doing chores at the horse farm where my horse is. This is the current horse farm where my horse lives, and I'm sitting on the tractor. This is a side note, but if you're a woman, you should learn to drive a tractor if you can, because it's one of the most empowering things I've ever done. So I had just come from the horse farm. I was trying to run in. I had sort of a couple minutes maybe, but I was about to be late. And as I'm running into the building frazzled, Tariq walks out. The sliding doors open and Tariq walks out. And it's unusual to see him this soon because I'm not used to seeing him. He said, hey, Kodak. I didn't hear it. and he said, what's wrong? I go, oh, I'm feeling frazzled. And he opens his arms up and he goes, oh, bring it in. And I walk right into his arms and I hug that man. And it was such a good hug, solid. As I'm pulling back from this hug, behind him, I see this girl walk out who's about my same age. And I just knew based on their facial similarities that had to be his sister. And thank goodness I knew that, because if I thought they had been together, I probably wouldn't have said what I did after that. We talked a little bit. He asked about where I was coming from. I said, I've got a horse named Sunny D and I was just visiting him. And he goes, Sunny D, what an interesting name. How'd he get that name? And I said, well, when I got him, God told me to name him that. That's a true story, by the way. I was 12 years old when I got Sunny D, and I had to change his name from Dude. He was called Dude. I can't ride a horse named Dude. Are you kidding me? Anyway, so I had to change his name, and I prayed about it, and I heard God tell me, Sunny D. Cool. Yes, if I can get a horse, I'll name him Sunny D. But I threw that out for Tariq because it's kind of like fishing. You want to see if he's actually the guy you're interested in is interested in your same values. And you can tell immediately. And Tariq didn't draw back. He didn't kind of close down. His eyes got bigger and he leaned in. And I thought, I can work with this. So I see this and I smile and I look at both his sister. I now know her name is Ziamara. I look at both his sister and Tariq and I say, would you guys ever want to come out and meet him? He's only 5 minutes down the road. And Tariq goes, yeah. And I say, great, if I could just get one of your numbers, then we can set it up. I don't even finish saying the sentence. And Tariq jumps forward. He goes, here, have mine. And I hear Ziamara snort in laughter. She couldn't hold it back. And I know, especially because I know her now, but it's because she was laughing at how enthusiastic her brother was about getting my number. But here's what else is really cool about this. If you remember in, part 2 about the vision, when Tariq had that vision about me when he first met me, he told God, you know what, if she really is for me, I'm not going to chase her and you'll bring her back to me. And 6 months later, I was the one that asked for his number. In part 5, I'm going to talk to you about our first date, which I didn't go into thinking was going to be a date, and our first kiss. See you there.